Think hiring a prompt engineer is just finding a good writer who knows a little tech? That's the mistake that costs companies millions. You skim buzzword-filled resumes and hope one sticks. Stop gambling with hires. In the next 5 minutes, I'll give you a practical playbook to assess, interview, and hire a top-tier AI prompt engineer. You'll get must-have criteria, test ideas, compliant interview questions, and sourcing tips you can use today. Want someone who turns an AI from a clunky calculator into a creative partner? Keep watching. We'll also show what a weak answer sounds like versus a strong one, so you can tell the difference in an interview. First, what does this role actually do for your team? Short answer: they are the bridge between human goals and model behavior. The right hire speeds workflows, improves brand safety, and multiplies team output. The wrong hire gives you inconsistent, off-brand results and frustrated teams. So we'll cover must-haves, nice-to-haves, soft skills, tests, sources, and bias controls. Ready? Let's get practical, starting with the skills you can't compromise on. A prompt engineer crafts and tests prompts, builds prompt frameworks, and documents repeatable patterns. They create templates, version control prompt libraries, and own prompt governance. They accelerate designers, marketers, and engineers by turning manual tasks into automations. A good prompt engineer can cut hours of work into minutes. They ensure outputs match brand tone and safety constraints, protecting reputation. A weak hire produces inconsistent, risky outputs that cost time and trust. Hiring the right person is an investment. Documented improvements in accuracy, speed, and creativity follow. They turn AI into a reliable teammate, not a toy. Next, what to test for. The hard skills you can't skip. We'll separate non-negotiables from nice-to-have superpowers, so your scorecard can be objective. First, divide your rubric into must-haves and superpowers. Think foundation versus finishing touches. Must-have: number 1, expert command of English, syntax, semantics, tone, and nuance. If they can't write clearly, they can't prompt effectively. Period. Must-have. Number 2, LLM literacy, tokens, context windows, temperature, and top P. They don't need to be researchers, but they must diagnose and tune behavior. Must have. Number 3, methodical process, documented frameworks, templates, and version control. A messy portfolio is a red flag. Professionals document reproducible systems. Nice to have. Number 1, basic coding, especially Python and API usage to automate tests. Nice to have. Number 2, domain expertise, legal, healthcare, or finance subject matter can be huge. Nice to have. Number 3, analytics, ability to measure prompt performance and show ROI. Ask for a portfolio with frameworks, templates, and before-after examples. That's real evidence. Technical skills get them in the door. Soft skills determine long-term success. Key traits: curiosity, attention to detail, resilience, structured thinking, and collaboration. Don't ask, "Are you curious?" Instead, listen for depth, examples, and what sustained them. Scenario: you have a complex prompt returning inconsistent results. Walk me through your debugging steps. A strong answer gives a step-by-step checklist and measurable checks. Ask: describe a prompt that took dozens of attempts. What did you learn? Good answers name failures, metrics, and concrete pivots, not excuses. Add a standardized take-home task, same prompt for all qualified candidates. Scored on structure, rationale, and output quality, not pedigree. Use a structured scorecard with weighted criteria. Every interviewer rates 1 to 5. This reduces gut bias and creates a defensible hiring record, essential for compliance. Where to find real prompt engineers? Top sources are niche online communities, GitHub, and targeted LinkedIn search. GitHub shows experiments and reusable prompt repos. Gold. On LinkedIn, search titles like AI content strategist, LLM specialist, or computational linguist. Reach out with a personalized DM that references their work. It outperforms mass blasts. Use ATS features to anonymize submissions and structured scorecards to preserve fairness. Combine take-home tasks, rubric scores, and panel interviews for balanced decisions. Pitfalls: over-indexing on pedigree, rushing, and ignoring team fit. Resist all three. Avoid them by sticking to the scorecard and the process, and by requiring a practical test. Don't ask about family, age, or protected characteristics. Use compliant prompts instead. Compliant motivator question: what about this specific role at our company excites you most? Weak: I love AI. Vague: no connection to your company or work. Strong: I'm excited to craft empathetic prompts for patient communication because I worked on similar healthcare UX and care about safety. Be patient, test objectively, and hire the person who builds repeatable systems, not just clever hacks. If this helped, subscribe and visit peopleteam.com hiring to start hiring right now.